It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag Utah Jazz.
Nurkic inbounding. Nurkic holding. Jazz run around. Keyonte has it. Baseline, fadeaway, air ball. And we're going to overtime. Giddey gets the ball to White in the backcourt. Rolls off a Vooch pick to his right. Tax Marketing to the rack. Finger roll layup good with 0.2 seconds left. And Jazz need to inbound. Marketing gets a shot off. They'll rule it no shot. And we get double overtime. Keyonte inbounding. It's immediately to Collier. Uncontested. Marketing sets a pick. Collier veers to his right. 4 seconds. Hands to Key. 3. Good! Keyonte George with 0.8 seconds left. Keyonte George with a kill shot.
Highlights as the Utah Jazz beat the Chicago Bulls in double overtime, 150-147. Started playing a little better defense there in the second half, PK, after giving up 7 in the first half, and they climbed back in that one. Marketing game-high 47. Keyonte George, 33 points. He did do it on 30 shots. And they get the victory. And I'm sure some fans are very excited by that, and some are distraught over that. But that's just going to be the story all year.
Distraught?
Distraught. They're going to lose that shot at getting A.J. DeBonsa and the top draft pick, and they might have to send it to Oklahoma City. And they've got the 20th or 21st best record in the NBA right now.
Well, if it comes at the expense of winning, isn't that good? Depends
on the fan you talk to. The problem and the risk is getting stuck in the middle without stars. Good players playing hard, but none of the elite
guys
talent.
Short 44 and that's minutes. 33 and 47.
Yeah.
And Mike Smith telling me that Lowry Marketing is the most unique 7-footer in the league. Mike, I love you. You got a little caught up there. I'd go with Wembanyama. But I love the enthusiasm. I love the energy. It's fun. It's
Joker?
supposed to be fun.
Joker? He's pretty unique.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting into very unique. Like, well, if you're unique, you're unique.
But, I mean, Marketing, every time he plays in the Euro, he plays really well in the regular season. He's an all-star. We're talking all-stars already. We ain't even got the Turkey Day.
It does seem a little early.
Isn't that fun, though? Isn't it better than
the way he's,
a dead arena doing nothing?
The way he's scoring it, I get the argument.
Well, that's his job.
Yeah, it is. And now with Kessler off the floor, maybe there's a little more space inside. I mean, he was cutting to the hoop, getting layups and dunks. I thought you'd be applauding that. Easy buckets.
I was standing up. Oh, I was there. It's the best game of my life.
Not nonstop threes.
Half of them were. 17 and 33 shot attempts. But that's the game today. I've long since accepted it. And Keyonte hitting the big three, and he was 2 for 10 at that. No problem. I got stones. And if you don't like it, tough. And referees, man, I felt like it was the 90s, man. You got Will Hardy swearing on television.
He was. He did.
The big combo?
That was bleeping what bleep? I'm sorry. Could you repeat that? Oh, he can repeat that. It was bleeping what bleep?
Even you, an expert lip reader, we didn't need it because I have ears.
You can literally hear it.
Yeah. I turned to my family.
Boy, mopping up sweat.
I turned to my family on a Sunday night and I said, I apologize. You shouldn't have to hear that on this day. That's another reason why they should never play Sunday home games. Profanity
what?
In my living room.
There it was.
In my living room where my children play with their toys.
Wait, someone just left the Jazz and went to the Godfather. Jazz pick up win number 5. Onward and upward.
They didn't get that till March last year.
I heard that. They hit the road now. Got the Lakers tomorrow night. Lakers top 4 in the West, off to a fast start of their own. Will LeBron be back? Well, we got 2 days to talk about that. DJ PK.
Hashtag NBA.
An independent law firm hired by the NBA has requested records from individuals and teams, including the Lakers, as part of a league investigation into illegal gambling allegations laid out in a federal indictment that resulted in the arrest of Terry Rozier and Damon Jones. Laker assistant trainer Mike Mancias and executive administrator Randy Mims are among approximately a dozen team employees who've been contacted and cooperating with the investigation with their links to LeBron James.
Not Randy Mims, no!
Yes.
I think it's several teams. I don't know why we're specifically highlighting the Lakers, I guess because of LeBron.
And the Lakers, right?
Well, if it was without LeBron, it wouldn't matter as much. But we'll see. I'd say get him out. If whoever did it, I'm not saying Randy Mims did anything wrong. I never even heard of him. But I think a lot of it is, the Lakers. They're that catches your eye.
It does. Few games in the NBA going head-to-head with the NFL. The Warriors have won 3 in a row on the road after sweeping back-to-back in San Antonio. They lit up the Pelicans, who are 2-11 and going nowhere.
Yeah, they were talking about this on NBA radio this morning, that Draymond got a fan kicked out because the fan called him Angel Reese. Is that really crossing the line?
If that's the only thing that was said, I would be surprised that would trigger an ejection.
But yet it did.
And there it is. DJ and PK.
Hashtag college basketball.
Well, I thought we were playing too fast. Their pressure bothered us, which surprised me a little bit because I think we're a hard team to pressure with Rob and AJ. But we were careless with the ball. And then, at halftime, we just talked about trying to play more of our style, which is get to the paint and be able to come on, play off 2 feet and play a little bit more controlled. But obviously, we made some threes as well in the second half to kind of open some space and open some driving lanes. But I think AJ showed how special he can be when he's able to just get to his spot and like he said, let the game come to him and then just play under control. He can do some good things.
There's Coach Kevin Young after BYU loses to UConn 86-84. Dug a big hole, came back, got within 2, had a turnover there in the final seconds that sunk them. But maybe they were really sunk by the fact that UConn shot 57%.
Yeah, it can't happen. That can't happen.
Not if you're planning on winning, right?
But, overall, it was a great experience for this team. I got nothing bad to say about them.
Go to Boston, get tested, 2-point game. I mean, is it neutral court? Yes, officially. But, come on, you went to Boston and UConn went up the road, so.
Yeah, you flew 5 hours and the other
yeah.
ones drove an hour.
I can't imagine that this is going to hurt them a lot. Obviously, a win could have helped them a lot.
That's fine. It doesn't matter. They're going to be in the tournament.
They've got lessons to learn from all of this stuff, lessons they weren't learning
Cato went
last
down,
year
looked like he took a shot to the head, and Davis is suspended, so they're down 2 starters on that game. It was a great experience. That's all that matters, and they come back. They got Wisconsin on Friday afternoon, too. Weird start at like 2 o'clock.
Jazz game that night, too.
So that should be another good opportunity. You got a bunch of dogs you play, and so you got a few games that are highlight games in the non-con before you get into the tough schedule that is the Big 12s. It was just a great experience. That's all that matters. They'll be fine.
Utah State blows out UTEP 75-51. Utah beats Sam Houston 85-79. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NFL.
So here they go. Warner in the backfield. Algier in the barrel with Penix.
Yeah, you're going to get a taste of the bowling ball right here.
Here's Penix. Hands to Algier. Right side. Touchdown, Atlanta.
3 receivers to the left. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun here on 2nd and 4. Allen back to pass. Now going to tuck it and run as he's looking for the end zone. And the surge pushes him in for his 6th touchdown of the season or the game.
Under center is Trevor. They fake the toss. They throw it to the back of the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. A play fake. Tim Patrick in the back of the end zone. A 1-yard touchdown pass. They've extended the lead. How good is that?
Matthew Stafford has a snap. Fakes, boots, throws to the right flat. Caught by Parkinson at the 5. Makes a Seahawk miss against his former team. Colby Parkinson puts it in the paint. Touchdown, Matthew Stafford. Touchdown, Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, LA.
Flacco gets his snap, back to pass. Steelers bringing 5. Flacco over the middle of the field. It's picked off. It's Duggar. Duggar to the 40-yard line. Racing across the 50 to the 40. Looking for a block from Herbig. Gets it streaking down the left sideline. Makes Chase miss and waltzes into the end zone.
Snap placement. Kick on the way. And it is good. They don't block this one like last year in Kansas City. And on the final play of the game, the Denver Broncos have beaten the Kansas City Chiefs by a final score of 22-19.
9 straight division titles for the Chiefs, but after that loss in Denver, they are now 3 games down in the loss column with 6 to go. It looks like there'll be a new champ in the AFC West. The Chiefs are scrambling to get a wild card, currently on the outside looking in, but they've got 7 games left to fix that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say champ. I mean, to me, you finish first place in your division. You don't get a trophy for that. But they may not even make the postseason. The reign looks like it's certainly declining, if not over. And I would imagine maybe Andy Reid would take a look at how long he wants to keep doing it if it comes to that. And then
it would really be over if he did
freaking
that.
T-Swift's out. Ain't going to be hanging around with a loser.
Not here for your 5-5.
I want the attention. I ain't getting attention if you ain't winning.
So many field goals for Seattle, but the Rams win the showdown between NFC West co-leaders. Rams 21-19 as Seattle settles for 4 field goals, 1 long one, 3 short ones there, but the Rams find a way to get it done again, and they're 8-2, tied for the best record in the NFC. With the Eagles, who won another touchdown challenged game. 6 field goals for the Lions and Eagles, 1 TD. Philly gets the TD, they win the game. Actually, the Lions did have a TD, didn't they, in the second quarter? I take that back. You're surprised to see the Jaguars running all over the Chargers, 35-6?
Yeah.
192 yards rushing and 4 TDs?
Yeah.
Steelers win, but Aaron Rodgers' left arm, what happened? Multiple guys falling on him. He got up and left the field, left the game. They got it done against the Bengals, 34-12. They're 6-4. Game in front of the Ravens, who've now won 4 in a row as their schedule is lightened up, and they've got more winnable games. I'd expect the Ravens to keep rolling here.
Me too.
They beat the Browns 23-16.
Way to go.
Monday Night Football. Raiders, Cowboys. A couple of teams with losing records going nowhere right there. DJ and PK.
Hashtag Utah.
1-for-4 on 3rd down. Picked off, go the other way, and Elijah Davis will not come back. 65 yards. We tried to tell you, these corners are ruthless. And Parker, no one was there. He's gonna go untouched. Too easy for Wayshawn Parker. 64 yards. Ficklin in at quarterback. Ficklin with the fake. He will run it. Picks up a block on the right side. Ficklin, the hezzy. Oh, shoves the defender out of the way. Ficklin still motoring. Come on now. The kid's a star.
Highlights as the University of Utah blows out Baylor 55-28. Stop me if you've heard this song before, PK. The Utes ran some more. 380 yards, a massive number. And Ficklin with 2 huge touchdown runs. 55-28, another blowout win for the Utes.
The flick is the pick. Man, he's kidding us. Touchdown per capita, per carry, is off the charts. Yeah, the Utes are 3rd in the NCAA in yards on the ground, only behind the 2 service academies who run the option, so no one's going to pass them. And the Utes certainly aren't going to pass anybody because they don't pass.
Finally made a completion to a wide receiver with about 6 minutes left in the game. Didn't matter. Ran it some more.
Yeah.
Now they come home, senior day. What are they going to have to do, PK?
Send the seniors out on the right note?
See?
Oh,
Utah and Kansas State.
They're going 10-2.
Saturday at 2. Don't see any way around it. 10-2.
Yeah.
Seems like a foregone conclusion.
Things break their way, then they'll be in the championship game there. We'll see how it plays out. But even if they don't, they've had a phenomenal season.
Utah State, it was right there. We'll talk with Bronco Mendenhall coming up at 8:30. But handful of key plays they couldn't make, mostly on special teams, and they get beat. And so, yeah, sorry.
Utah
Cheated out of the sounder.
Doesn't get their own.
Yeah, I know. Hit the sounder, Yak. Sorry, I just went right into the next game.
Hashtag Utah State.
Crowd chanting the Rebel chant. 2 receivers to the far, 1 to the near. Here we go, 3rd down. UNLV shows blitz. Can the Aggies block it up? Barnes. Quarterback draw, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 20, 10, 5. Bryson Barnes, the pig farmer, takes it in for the score. And Utah State leads as they caught UNLV in the blitz. Here comes the official, and here comes the game.
The ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown, UNLV.
And Utah State loses to UNLV. Final in double overtime, 29-26.
Missing field goals, missing an extra point. Didn't go for 2 after a penalty would have given a short 2-point conversion attempt. A lot of plays out there, PK, when a game goes that long. There were chances. Couldn't get a stop at the end of the game.
Well, they did get a stop in the first OT, and I thought they settled this try for a field goal. How about you try to move the ball down a little bit? Took the ball out of Piggy's hands.
Bryson Barnes had run the ball 3 times. Obviously had the touchdown run, but he had a couple other good runs before the touchdown run. And then he didn't get a carry.
Just said. Took it out of Piggy's hands.
In the, I don't think we want to call him Piggy.
Why not?
In the 6 snaps in the 2 overtimes.
Because you're buttoned down. People be fine. Yeah, Piggy.
He got 1 carry in the last one. He scrambled.
Yeah.
But the QB draw that UNLV couldn't stop, the QB run, they just went away.
I thought the play calling sucked in the first overtime.
Yeah, and in the second one. First and second down in the second overtime, too.
Didn't understand it.
Now they get their last road game at Fresno State, 8:30 on the CBS Sports Network Saturday night. DJ and PK.
Hashtag BYU.
He drops back in coverage, and Bachmeier, the hole opens, and he sprints through it into the end zone for a touchdown. 17 yards on 3rd and long. Bachmeier across the middle to the tight end. More broken tackles. There goes Carson Ryan. Dives for the pylon. Touchdown. 43 yards. Slant. McAllister tip ball. Interception BYU. And going back the other way. The cut inside. Now back to the outside. The shove. Pylon. Touchdown.
BYU taking control of that game early and cruising to the win. Bounce back. Nothing to worry about there, PK. Nothing to worry about.
Bachmeier's your first team all Big 12 quarterback.
It's going to beat out all the other established names. They're going to reward the winning.
Who would be ahead of him? Nobody.
No. I mean, Morton, no.
Morton missed almost 3 games.
Yep.
Dampier, first team all running back. Yeah. Amazing performance by the young freshman. Not the old freshman, the young freshman. And they win Cincinnati, they're going to Dallas. They lose to Cincinnati, it's up in the air. Because I don't think they're going to lose to UCF. So with that in mind, you beat Cincinnati. Cincinnati's out of it. Yeah, you don't literally clinch it, but you effectively do.
Feels like the last challenge. And that really wasn't much of a challenge with TCU. 10-0 there in the first quarter. Came out with, 5-6 straight scoring drives to open the game?
Yeah, they were dominant.
Yeah. 7 straight, yes. All right, DJ and PK, it's 97.5 The Zone.
Hashtag college football.
Texas A&M down 30-3. How did they do that? What a halftime speech. What adjustments. 4 straight touchdowns. They come back and they win 31-30. remain undefeated. Alabama didn't do the locals a favorite. Beat Oklahoma, Alabama. Come on. But no, Oklahoma goes to Alabama and wins 23-21.
Well, I think Oklahoma should be in.
Looks like they will be. That was a massive win for them.
I mean, you had Kalen DeBoer, all that. You guys got 6 losses in less than 2 years, and he's all that. I didn't see it.
Georgia blows out Texas 35-10, so the locals will probably climb one spot, but that doesn't get them where they need to be yet. Need some more help. And Notre Dame taking care of business. They dominated. They got an early lead on Pitt and rolled 37-15. So I think Notre Dame's pretty much punched their ticket to the playoff as well. It's something astounding here in the last 2 weeks. Arizona beats Cincinnati, PK. Does that make you more confident in BYU going in there, or every week's its own thing?
I think every week's its own thing in this conference. This conference is incredibly fun. Arizona's a hot ball club. You got Houston and Arizona, most overachieving. Although I think the Devils, they've overachieved given all their injuries. But nevertheless, they were picked to be higher, so they won't. Dillingham won't get any run there. But Cincinnati now 2 in a row. They're going to be hungry like the Wolves. Do.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
Mariners are holding on to Josh Naylor to a 5-year contract, re-signing the first baseman. Dodgers utility man Kike Hernandez left elbow surgery. Free agent in the offseason. He might miss part of spring training. It's your hot stove news.
You know Kobe Bryant, every 4th of July, their family tradition was to watch Sandlot?
I did not.
Now you know.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag golf.
Adam Schenk wins the Bermuda Championship, 12 under. Zach Blair tied for 9th at 8 under. He has 4 back. Patrick Fishburne 1 under, tied for 34 in the money.
The guy's last name is Shank?
Schenk with an E, not an A. Close, though. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NHL.
Utah Mammoth lose to the Islanders in overtime. They'd been so good in overtime, but eventually I guess it's bound to go against you, PK.
Yeah.
Pick up 1 point in that, lose 3-2. Utah's in Anaheim tonight to take on the Ducks. Puck drops at 8 o'clock. Coverage starts at 7. There are your headlines. What is Trending is brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. All right, coming up, Bronco Mendenhall at 8:30. What went wrong in Las Vegas? We'll talk with him. Shayan Jayaraja joins us at 9 o'clock. Talk about the Big 12 race in Cincinnati. Are they going to pull it together or not as BYU comes to town? That's coming up at 9 o'clock. The question of the day is next.